In the village of Solhaven, where the sea whispers secrets and the cliffs hold memories, there was a lantern that never went out. They called it the Eternal Flame. Perched on the highest cliff, its soft golden light pierced the thickest fog, guiding sailors home and warding off the shadows that lingered in the hearts of the villagers. No one knew who first lit it, nor what fueled its endless glow, but the elders spoke of a pact, an ancient bargain with the sea itself. Every generation a keeper was chosen, not by vote or bloodline, but by the lantern's own will. When the old keeper's time ended, the flame would flicker just once, and the chosen would feel its call, a warmth in their chest, a pull toward the cliff. For centuries, the keeper's duty was simple: tend the lantern, protect its light, and never question its mysteries. Lira was the latest keeper, a young woman with eyes like storm clouds and a heart full of questions. Unlike her predecessors, she didn't accept the lantern's silence. At night, she'd sit by its iron frame, whispering to it, asking why it burned, what it guarded. The flame only danced, offering no answers. The villagers warned her to stop. "The sea listens," they said, "and it doesn't like questions." One stormy night, when the waves roared like a beast unchained, Lira noticed something strange. The lantern's light pulsed, not in its usual steady rhythm, but erratically, as if struggling. She pressed her hand to the glass, and a vision flooded her mind. A shipwreck deep below the waves, its hull cradling a chest that glowed with the same golden light as the lantern. The sea was angry, its currents clawing at the chest, trying to claim it. Lira understood. The eternal flame wasn't just a beacon, it was a lock, keeping something hidden in the depths. But what? And why? Against the villagers' protests, she resolved to find out. She took a boat, a small thing barely fit for the raging sea, and rowed toward the wreck's location, guided by the lantern's light, reflecting on the water. The storm fought her, waves crashing, wind screaming. Yet the lantern's glow held steady, a thread connecting her to Solhaven. When she reached the wreck, she dove into the icy depths. There, among the bones of the lost ship, she found the chest. It was carved with symbols older than the village itself, and its light pulsed in time with the lantern above. As she touched it, the sea spoke, not in words, but in feelings. Loss, betrayal, a promise broken. Long ago, the village had taken something from the sea, a piece of its heart to ensure their prosperity. The lantern was the price, its flame a chain binding the sea's wrath. But the pact was fraying, and the sea wanted its heart back. Lira faced a choice: return the chest and break the pact, risking the village's ruin, or leave it and let the lantern burn forever, holding the sea at bay. Her questions had led her here, but the answers were heavier than she'd imagined. She surfaced, chest in hand, and looked to the cliff where the eternal flame flickered, waiting for her decision. The villagers watched from the shore, silent, as Lira rowed back. She climbed the cliff, the chest glowing brighter with every step. Standing before the lantern, she hesitated. The sea's whispers grew louder, promising vengeance if she refused, salvation if she complied. But the lantern's warmth, its quiet strength, reminded her of Solhaven, of home. In the end, Lira chose neither to return the chest nor to keep it bound. She opened it. Light poured out, not golden, but blue, like the deepest ocean. It surged into the sky, then dove into the waves, and the sea fell silent. The lantern's flame dimmed, then went out for the first time in centuries. The villagers gasped, fearing the end. But the next morning, the sea was calm, the cliffs unshaken. The eternal flame was gone, but Solhaven endured. Lira, no longer keeper, stood on the cliff, watching the horizon. The sea had its heart back, and the village had its future. Whatever came next, they would face it together, without secrets to bind them.